Truck and Train stream. Appreciate your being here today. I'm going to just get my setup checked out here real quick in the first minute, and then we'll go ahead and jump into American Truck Simulator. Last thing I did was to pick up a job in Elko. Let me see if I can hear myself on Twitch here.
Last thing I did
Ooh,
was
wow,
to
I'm
pick up a
loud.
job in Elko.
Oh, because I have my headphones turned up higher than normal. Okay, right. And then there I am on Twitch. Let me just make sure I'm on YouTube real quick. Come on now, YouTube. YouTube is not very good about refreshing the page to show a new stream. But there's the stream.
Elko.
Yep, there I am.
Hear myself on Twitch here.
Great. Okay. Let me just do one more thing here. Let me get my multi-stream going here so I can see chats over there, and I can see chats individually over here. But if I miss your chats, it's because I'm like fumbling around in the game or somehow focused away from the chat. Otherwise, I try to pay attention to the chat on both Twitch and YouTube. And I will point out, as you can see on the screen, and you will see throughout the stream, we are on Twitch raising money for breast cancer patients. It's called the Pink Fund. It's a good cause. I looked into it. It provides emergency funds for women that have a breast cancer diagnosis. And so a lot of times that's kind of an economic shock as well as a emotional shock to people to get that diagnosis. So they try to help out with that. So it's a good cause. So if you're going to throw any money at the stream, live or afterwards, don't actually throw money at me. Throw money at that charity for right now. That's what I'm doing, is trying to raise money for that. I appreciate it. I think we have $11 raised so far. And then let me also just call out before we get going. I think I forgot to call out in the last stream. Endless Lupita followed on Twitch. And then I also got follows from Madison Brook and Fluffy Mutt, although I think I made Fluffy Mutt mad and he went away. I'm not sure. I haven't checked my follows to see if he's still there. But anyways, thanks Fluffy Mutt for following in the first place. And yeah, and then Cameo L and Espresso Roast. Let me just especially call out Espresso Roast. If you've never checked out Espresso Roast on YouTube, and if you're about to switch videos, otherwise watch my video. But if you're about to switch videos anyways, go check out Espresso Roast on YouTube and on Twitch. It's Espresso with the 0 at the end instead of an O. And it's Espresso Roast, Espresso Zero Roast. Okay, cool. Let's jump in here. I'm in Elko. I should be at the dealership right now. I just barely hooked up to the job and pulled out a little bit. And I am playing with my new, it's a few days old now. Now, why is it doing this to me? Look at this. It comes in and the accelerators, it's not pegged. Well, that is pegged. But as soon as I hit the accelerator, it goes away. So I'm still working. And you know, that idle seems a little high, but I guess it's not 600. Anyways, I'm still working on some bugs in my, oh, let me just do one last thing here I forgot to do with my YouTube window. You know what? So I can see if anybody's watching and if anybody's chatting. I like to watch that. And then why am I seeing okay, there we go. Yeah. I do have somebody watching on Twitch. Hey, how's it going there on Twitch? Oh, hey, you said it there. Canadian Look. I got to follow up with you, man. It's been a busy weekend. I just released this project to all these students on Friday night, and then they've just been keeping me busy answering questions. And so I thought I'd take a little break here and stream. What's up with your people can go check out Canadian Locomotive. It's Canadian Locomotive Logistics on YouTube. And he's got, I don't think he streams on Twitch, but he's got some stuff on YouTube where you can actually go operate his model train layout remotely. He's got a pretty cool, it's a little, I'll say it, it's a little clunky right now. I don't know if they made some changes. Maybe they changed the interface a little bit, but it took me a little while to understand. But once you get it, you can run trains around on his layout. It's pretty cool. I think the idea is to promote the technology for other people too. So if you happen to be a model railroader, because I usually stream trains on the weekends, but I'm doing American Truck Simulator today, and I'll jump into it in just a second here. So yeah, Canadian Locomotive Logistics is over there on YouTube. How's it going? Hope your day's going well. Let me know how it's going, or if you got a question. Otherwise, I'm going to jump back into the game here, and we're going to get going. We are towing these trucks. What do you call that? Piggyback style? I don't know what the proper name for. let me get a picture of this, anyways. Let me just get a picture. Hang on a second here. I like to take pictures, so people that know my stream know that I take time to take pictures. Okay, why can't I get that? Come on, give me all of them. Oh, now I'm getting that. Now I'm inside the truck. Okay, let me just go to the left a little bit here. There we go. Okay. How can I make that brighter? There is a trick in here. Let me see if I can get a little better sun here. Okay, the sun is at 10. So you know what the problem is? We're on the shady side of the sun. Right? Oh, am I changing the angle that the sun is coming from with this? No, I'm not. I don't know how I get those trucks to lighten up. Get on the other side of them? Maybe do that. Let me do that. Let me just do that real quick. Hang on a second here. Oh, I didn't mean that. I meant this. Why is my mouse not working? Maybe when the... Oh, you know, that's kind of funny. When you hit the space bar, the mouse quits working. Let me get on the shiny side of this truck and see if I can get a better picture here. Let me go up a little bit. Oh, am I up? Oh, hello, up. What are we looking at here? Oh, that's a decent picture there, I think, with the garbage can in it. Surface entrance. I need to back up just a little bit. There we go. That's pretty good. Okay, close enough. Back to the game. Let's drive. Let me go for another camera here. I never drive this camera. And you know what? I see why I don't drive this camera. Because I can't really see what I'm doing. I can't see my mirrors. Oh, no, I can see my mirrors, though. That's interesting. I have to get used to driving like this. I can actually see what's coming up on me, too, this way. That's interesting. Oh, I just know apparently I can't. Can I just cut that car off? Okay, I just hit the curb there. You know what? I got to get back in here. This is the view that I'm used to. Okay, here we go. What am I doing up here? I'm turning left? Okay. So yeah, I never stream on Sundays, but I just felt like playing ATS. I'm actually just released a... I work for a large university. I guess I say it on streams. I work for Georgia Tech, and I don't think that's any big secret. You could find that out, probably. Although you probably wouldn't find it out under the name Truck and Train. But anyways, I help run a large network security class, and there's 300 students. It's not as large as the other class I was with, but there's 300 students, and they are currently experimenting and having fun with the virtual machine I just put out for the project. So a virtual machine is like a computer inside your computer, if people aren't familiar. And then inside that, I have a Docker container running inside the virtual machine. So it's like a computer inside your computer inside your computer. You know what I'm gonna do is I'm not even gonna make this light. Shoot. I was just trying to get a little better angle at things. So anyways, not only did I do the project VM, which was planned, but I also did the documentation and the autograder and everything else about the project, which the other TA who quit I had a helper, a co-TA on the project who had been there for a year. I'm new. He quit like last 2 Mondays ago, and no notice, right? He was supposed to handle the documentation, autograder, but no, he quit. So anyways, I've had a busy last 2 to 3 weeks. And now I'm staying a little busier than I anticipated, keeping up with all the questions. But nothing is really broken yet, so that's really good. Because when you put out an environment like this, and the thing about the environment, it's designed for them to hack, right? Like the whole point is they're going to spin up the VM and then spin up the Docker container inside. Hey Joshua, what's going on? Yeah, so then they're going to spin up the Docker container inside, and they're going to actually be attacking that Docker container. Let me get up into high gear here. And so, things could go wrong. And so far, it's actually been pretty resilient. Oh, dude, look out. That dude's going to hit me, isn't he? Why can't I see him? My mirrors are all messed up. I got to fix my mirrors. How do you fix your virtual mirrors? I've never done that before. Seems like they're off. Let me just check this out. Isn't it F2? No, that's to make the mirrors happen. No, that's not it. There we go. Adjust mirrors, too. I thought this was for your... This is for your regular mirrors, not your virtual mirrors. How do you adjust your virtual mirrors? F4? Oh, yeah, isn't... Yeah, F4 is what I just did there. But that's getting me my regular mirrors, right? Am I seeing my... Let me hit 2. Okay, left. See, this isn't my virtual mirrors. It's my virtual mirrors that are messed up. Let me fix these while I'm at it, though. What do I use? WASD here, right? Yeah. I'm going to get this guy working better. That's a little better. It's a new truck, and I just forgot to fix up the mirrors here. The convex mirror can go out and down and out. Okay. And then hood left. Let's go hood left here. Sorry, I don't mean to be yelling at the mic. Why is my 3 not being effective now? I'm hitting the 3. Do I have to hit reset all, rotate camera zoom? I'm hitting 3. Okay, 1 just worked, 2 just worked. All right, I don't know why 3. Oh, I don't have a hood left and hood right. Hello, duh. I'm being stupid. There we go. Right. Okay, let's get this guy in a little bit. Okay, back out. And then right convex is 6. I don't have any. I see the comment now. Thanks. I appreciate it. Let me get this guy out here. I know this is just scintillating for people to watch. Why is that going down when I do? Oh, because I hit the S key. Hello. Okay, cool. I never use those mirrors anyways. I just drive blind. No, just kidding. I do. I mostly use my virtual mirrors though. I usually I can bypass the way station. Nice. I'm usually watching my virtual mirrors carefully enough to not get caught up by vehicles on my right. Like I know that they're there when they're there. Okay, I got the green light, so I can keep going here. So anyways, yeah, the whole point that I was making is that like, the whole point of this project on this virtual machine is that they're supposed to be attacking the Docker container. So, and they're supposed to attack it successfully and then get a certain privilege and be able to do things that they couldn't do before. And so far, it's working pretty good, I have to say. I've had a couple of glitches here. Let's get up into top gear. All right, so we're on Highway 80 here. Let's take a look at the map real quick. I just want to see, there is an interesting route that we could take here. We could go down here. Let me just look at this if we're going to go through Ely instead. Let me see how much that increases. If I go all the way down through Ely, because right now we're just going to be on Highway 80, which I've driven a million times in real life and in the game. And so, we're going through Provo, which I've certainly been to before, because I live around Provo. Provo in the game isn't the real Provo, so I say I live around Provo. I actually live in Provo, but the Provo of the game is actually Spanish Fork. Anyways, long story short, we could go that way, or we could just cut down here at 93 and cut over through Ely. That takes us down to Ely, right? Yeah. I've taken that cut off before. Boy, I've never driven that stretch of 50 between... I've never driven 50. Oh, we got to get a job going to Carson City on the way back and drive 50. That's got to be the next trip for sure. Because that's an awesome trip. They call that the loneliest road in America, but it's not. The Highway 6 down here, this little stretch of Highway 6 is really the loneliest road. Much more lonely than 50. But 50 has a couple of neat mining towns along the way with some historic stuff. And yeah, it's interesting. So let's look at this. Let's take 93 down. Let me just see if this cuts me over correctly here, over to Highway 70. So if I click this, I get that. Oh, let me reset navigation and look at something. 1301 and 23 hours. Now if I do this, I got 1441. Okay, I got 2 more hours. I'm running at a 2-to-1 ratio, so this trip's going to be tight. So that means I'm not going to have a lot of room to do interesting stuff otherwise. But that keeps me off 70 for the most part. I'm on 70 on a really interesting part of 70 through Utah here, although, to be honest, the part in Colorado is better. And then we run down here through Moab and then to Monticello, I think is Monticello is this town here. And then we cut over here. Yeah, I like the rest of the trip. And then we get into Texas, and we don't spend much time in Texas, thankfully. So, sorry, I'm just down on driving in Texas and the Plains states. They're not my favorite thing. So let's get in here and drive. Oh, we got a road work ahead. So is it 55 miles an hour then? Oh, is this guy going to pass me on the left? Don't pass me, dude. Oh, what is this guy doing? Being like an idiot. Oh, what are these guys doing? They just are not... They're just like that one car up there stopped, so everybody stopped. That's funny. Okay, East Wells. So we're going to get off at Wells here. Ely and Twin Falls, Great Basin National Park. I wish we could go up into Great Basin National Park in the game. Great Basin National Park is really like a forgotten national park. I think people always think about Yosemite, and they think about Yellowstone. But I think Great Basin National Park, like people don't think about national parks in Nevada so much. Okay, here we go. Am I gonna miss that sign? Anybody coming? Oh yeah, because I'm gonna hit that sign. Okay, I missed it. Good. That was pretty wide turn there for sure. I gotta update my messages as they pop in my chat. What am I doing here? I'm just gonna keep going, right? Click. How are we doing on fuel? We're doing fine on fuel because it's a brand new truck. I'm gonna turn the sleep simulation on. I'm not gonna turn it on yet. I should turn the sleep simulation on because I usually like fighting against that. But the thing is that I'm actually taking a side route here that's kind of scenic, and so it's going to take up enough extra time that I don't think I have time to sleep. Okay, Alt US. So we're going to get down to 93. This is pretty... Oh, sorry for grinding the gears there. Look at that rock just pops. Those rocks just pop up into view. That's funny. Gonna get up to speed here? Alright, now I can use my cruise control. Where's the cops? There's a surprising number of cops out here when you drive on these back roads, at least when I drive on Highway 50 for sure. Because I go out to the V&T Railroad out in Virginia City sometimes from Utah, so I take Highway 6 to Ely, and then I take Highway 50 from Ely. And it's a nice drive, man. I really like it. You gotta have a reliable car. I unfortunately hit a rock on my last trip out there. I was in, they have a section that they're doing road construction. I'm kind of going too fast here, huh? No, I'm doing the speed limit. That's just that corner. I could have slowed down. Speaking of could have slowed down, so anyways, I didn't even see this rock coming. We're just going slow in a construction zone, and all of a sudden my car felt like it hit something, and I'm like slowing down, and I hear this rock go ka-thunk, ka-thunk, ka-thunk under my car, and I look back at my mirror, and there's a pretty good-sized rock there. Anyways, hope nobody else hit that rock. I should have stopped and gotten out to move it. It just all happened so fast. So I've looked at my car pretty closely. I think my transmission pan took a little bit of damage. Other than that, I don't see any problems. My steering, my alignment's on. You know, it didn't knock my alignment off, thankfully. So I don't think I got caught up in my steering stuff. I'm trying to think of what that trip was for. That was probably the last trip I took out there last year to go just photograph the regular trains, I think, and make video of the regular trains. I do drone video too. I need to get my drone out there and fly it. I have a nice Air 2S. It's kind of old now compared to some of the newer drones, but are we going to see a train here? No? Hopefully not now. That was pretty cool. Doing 70, at least we're doing speed. We're up at speed here. Oh, there's a jet. You see that flying there? That was cool. That was fast. They fly that fast too. We're getting close to Area 51 here, right? I've never driven around Area 51. Where is Area 51? It's in southern. It's down here. I've never driven down 95 here. And then this is the alien, the extraterrestrial highway is what this is called. 375 here. Somewhere on this route is Rachel, Nevada. So Rachel, Nevada is the little alien, like an inn, right? But little alien, get it? Haha. Anyway, so yeah, that's the extraterrestrial highway there. I've never driven that. I need to go drive that sometime. I could actually do a little, and I could go through Pios that way too. Huh, interesting. Okay guys, am I gonna pass you guys, or are we coming up on, we're coming up on an intersection here. We are at the actual Highway 93 now. In the game, I assume you mean? The, around the, you ever seen UFOs out there, Joshua? Somebody made a post, I think it was, I forget if it was where I saw it. Somebody made a post on Reddit or something like that, that they had seen UFOs in the game. And I thought that was pretty funny. Because that's where Area 51 is. Although supposedly they moved Area 51 years ago, I don't know. I do not know about these things. Am I going to hit somebody here? I really didn't take a proper look there. No, that's back into 1. There we go. Nope. Hello. Just not shifting right. Doing fine on fuel here. So we're coming into Ely now. People call it Ellie, but it's Ely. Oh, yikes. I just cranked my motor out. In real life, I just blew up my engine. I think this load's kind of heavy for some reason. I don't know. I don't recall this structure being on the side of the road out here. We're gonna check this out. We're gonna see what kind of graffiti we got on here. Okay, so we're coming into Gab. Oh, is this just an old? Maybe that's out there. I don't recall that at all. Let's go up a little bit. Look down on it. Look out. It's kind of an interesting shot. I wish that, I don't think it does, but I wish that the photographs had, you normally shift about 1750, right on. Anyways, I wish the photographs had geolocation on them, like GPS coordinates. Maybe they do, and I've just never looked. I usually shift when my motor stops revving up any higher. I don't look at the RPMs ever. I'm just going by sound. Does not quite want to go in this gear. Does not want to go in this gear. Oh, I just ground my gear, sorry. There we go, 70. Well, I can barely do 40 up this hill. What is this guy doing here? He's not blocking the road, hopefully. Just don't open your door right now, you'll be fine. There we go. That is a really dumb thing to do. What that guy was doing there is standing in front of his car on the side of the road. You should pretty much just get your car further off the road if you're going to do that, because like you can't see traffic coming and somebody could just easily hit you and you'd be instantly demolished. The W900 can rev to 2,000? Let's find out here. Isn't this a W900 that I'm driving? I assume that's why you're mentioning it. Oh, there you go. It takes so long to get to 2,000 though. What kind of truck do you have now, Joshua? I forget. I just got this truck, but I think I replaced another W900. That's probably why I get such a high trade-in value on my old truck, is because it was pretty new. What is that structure? See, I don't remember that structure on the side of the highway out here. 637, 1,000 miles on it. Wow. I don't know why I traded in this for this truck. I should have been buying trucks for my other drivers. And what I did yesterday, if you were watching, I think you were watching, for anybody not watching, so I went and I clicked on purchase instead of trade in, and it was just being stupid, and like purchased it instead of trading it in. So now I still have my other truck. I just gave it to my newest driver, which was like dumb. I should have picked I know it probably doesn't matter in the game, but I should have picked my best performing driver and given them a new truck to be nice. Okay, now we're coming into Ely directly, and there's a railroad over here on the right. Let me just see. I forget how much of the railroad they show in town here. I think last time I came through here, I think it was nighttime. Alright, let's take a look right about here first. How far can I zoom out here? Probably not very far, right? I just want to see the tracks over here real quick. There they are. Yeah, that's as far as we get to go. So they show some buildings over there. So let's keep going here. $637,000 miles in it. I can't imagine driving that many miles in this game. Wow, that guy was across the line. Yikes. Okay, 6 and 50. All right, now let's take a look here. Oh, there's a water tower. I think that's accurate. Let's see. Oh, come on, let me get over the fence. What's going on here? Can I really not go past this fence? Well, they don't really show the railroad back there, do they? All they have is all these houses. No, this isn't really modeled properly. That's too bad that they didn't get the, there's a whole railroad complex a few blocks off of the main road here. And it's really got really interesting history, and they're still operating. That's a pretty cool shot. I like that. Let me just get the everything in focus here. There we go. Okay, here we go. Back to the game. Yeah, but they could have done it right in 2016. I know they're limited on what they can do. What they did do, we'll take an extra cruise through town here. I think we can. Let's take a look at the map. Can't I? Well, I'm going to end up having to make a U-turn effectively. Wait, don't they have this? Oh, they don't have Highway 6 connecting correctly in the game. Highway 6 is supposed to connect over here. That's interesting that they put it over here. Anyway, we'll take a little cruise through downtown Ely. I got a little extra time. Come on, guys, let's go. If I could just find first gear. I'm really glad to have a working clutch. And this isn't accurate here because you'd be going down a hill, kind of curving to the right and then curving to the left. And then you get into town. And so there's no big place like that on the left in town. What there is way up at the end of the street up there, you can see, is the tall building. And I'm driving all the way up there just to go check it out, because I should have already turned. Oh, I gotta stop now. Can you see it off in the distance there? You can't quite make it out yet. Let me see if I can zoom in here. There, now you can see it. Excuse me, sorry. And you can kind of see the painting on the side of it if you know what you're looking for. We will go check that out. Come on, it's my turn. What is going on with these lights? There we go. Do I get to go? Oh, I'm in 13th gear. There we go. I still have to wait for the left turns? That's crazy. I know, I could probably... I mean, I could just turn off the red light simulation. I think it's actually turned off right now that I think about it. But I still obey them. Shift. Okay, we're getting closer here. I want to check this out at night. I have pictures of this during the day, but I don't have pictures of this at night. I mean, I have pictures of this at night, and at the time I didn't know how to make it daytime. Oops. Okay, how about right here? Let's take a look. Let's get like the establishing shot here. I wish I could actually move the angle of the sun. I can't move the angle of the sun in the photograph, I don't think. I think I can change the sun, but not where it's coming from. All right, let's get that picture. All right, and let's get close to it here. There's a Denny's in there now, so they're not... Although I think at the time that they made this, if it was 2016, margaritas and live gaming, cool. Let's take a look over here. We're not going to be able to see this very well. The pivot? What is the pivot? Huh. There we go. I could fix that up though with a... I wish it was just a different time of day. I can't change the... Try changing the time of day in the pick. Can I change the time of day? Oh, that's right, I can. I forgot about that. Hang on. Does that actually move the sun around then? Let's get to an earlier time of day. See, that's not moving the sun. Every time I do it, the sun's still in that position right there. So I'm never going to get light on this side. Time slider. Oh, duh. Okay, day and time weather. Hello. That's what that does. Because there we go. Thank you. Come on, there it is. I'm trying to get that dawn light. Okay, now it's lit up at night. Now let's take a picture here. Where's the dawn light? Okay, there's the dawn. And then let's get full daylight. There we go. Cool. What else can I get out of this building? Let me get out of that mode. I can't get around the back, right? I'll go around the back in a second here. Anyways, yeah, this is the Hotel Nevada. This is a really interesting old hotel. The rooms are horrendously small. So if you're gonna ever actually stay there, go and get a suite for yourself, which has more space to move around in, or get another hotel altogether and go visit this hotel, but don't stay there because the room I just like I stayed there recently and the room was just so small. That's funny. No, I just need to look at what's on my screen. That's all. Anyways, let's see here. I only started using that. Oh, I want to turn left here. Am I gonna make this okay? Yeah. Okay, what am I doing here? Okay, now let me just take a look at the back of the building. All right, let's do this again now. There we go. Cool. Nice. There's jobs in Ely. It looks like there's a place to go pick up jobs. Oh, there are cars there. Yikes. I gotta look out here then. Am I gonna really make this? I'm running something over, right? Yeah. Am I really gonna make this? Looks like I'll make it. Yep. Don't pivot, we deliver. I don't get what that's for. Yeah, I don't understand what the point of the one button there then is, where it shows you, I think it shows 0 through 12 or something like that, and then you click on the sun. Let's look at that for a second here. So what is the point of this button then here? Day and time weather. So I could set the time there, but there's just different kinds of sun? Like, what is the point of that one? Is that foggy? I guess that's fog, right? Interesting. So I can get different weather combinations. This is weird. But then what does this do for me? Back to the fog. I do not get what this part is doing here. Oh, it's different skyboxes. Hello. That's what it is. Those are all the same, but then we get to different ones. No, it's not just different skyboxes. Huh, interesting. Oh, I didn't just change that in the real game, I hope. Is there a set skybox? Joshua, do you know that I've Googled this before and I couldn't find it last time I looked. Do you know the command in the dev console to set the skybox? Is it just set skybox number or G set skybox? I would guess. I'll have to go look in there in a second. Okay, am I gonna make this green light here? Okay, let me just pull over here. Oh, let me get out of 13th. There we go. Okay. Now, parking brake on, dev console, G, what's the other command? It's G set time, right? G set time. Let's try set skybox. Oh, that works. Okay, cool. Let's try 6. 7. 8. It does something. Oh yeah, it does. Look at that. I got clouds now. Oh, that's 78. I just did 78 accidentally. What's 99 then? Fully cloudy? What does G-Set Skybox 0 do? Okay, I'm just going to drive like this. I think this is the default. Interesting. Yeah, no, there is G-Set Skybox. I mean, I ran across it on Google one time and I could never find it again. Come on, turn green, please. Aw, now you're gonna turn green. There we go. Yeah, I want some weather here. Let's see. Maybe I will mess with it. Oh, I need to get over up here, I see. That guy was very nice to let me in. Wind over 140 Wells. That's a bad place to break down. Why not get off the road a little more? We got some interesting drivers in the game today, just like broken down, standing in front of their cars, waiting to get hit. Oh, am I going the wrong way out of town here? I am. Hello. I'm just totally going the wrong way. That's funny. Can I turn around here somewhere? Probably right here, right? Can I get away? No, because there's probably a wall not too far off the road. But they're not going to give me a spot to turn around, though, are they? Let me take a look here. Yeah, there's nothing future-wise on the road. Okay, I'll have to try it right here in the desert. Right before this corner, I think. No, because there's more of a rise there. Alright, let's get into first gear. Here we go. Let's just see what happens. Now watch, everybody's going to be creeping up on me. Am I going to hit a wall? Oh, I'm actually going to make this? I'm going to run over a sign, though. Let me see. I better go up here. Can I do this, really? How's it looking in my mirrors there? Hang on a second here. Oh, I just stalled. That's funny. Why am I having trouble getting going? That's funny. I don't know how I missed my turn. I was on a side street in Ely. I'm speeding here. Yikes. Oh, so I guess my title's wrong now. My title says Elko to Provo, doesn't it? Elko to Provo and beyond. And now we're not going to go through Provo at all. Look at that guy standing there. It's right here. I mean, left here, correct? Yeah. Am I going to make this? Yes. Cops are right there. Trailers. I've seen these trailers before, but I'm going to just check them out again. Oh, come on now. Turn that off. Yeah, I've photographed this before. Come on, guys, speed up a little bit here. We got a little higher speed limit. No, I just like taking photos. Are you a photographer in real life, Joshua? Do you have a camera or you mess around with taking photos? Yeah, so that's the difference. I do video and photography and stuff. I haven't done as much photography lately as I should. I actually, somebody gave me a pretty nice camera before they passed away, and I could go out and do more with it. I've been not using it as much as I should. Let's see how long I can keep this speed up here. I'm gonna have to slow down for one of these corners. This road's a little bit twisty windy in real life. I love this stretch of road though. There's some really interesting like forests up at the top, which they don't really show so well here. Because I think when we get to the top here, we're into some more civilization or something, right? Where are we here? Myers Junction. Yeah, we're already through the pass. Here we go. This is accurate here. This place right here. That's really there. So they modeled that really well. It's not an open store though, so they restored it to its former glory, for sure. Let's go up. Let's take a picture of this place. I want to get a closer look. Yeah, and half the time I'm just looking around at their assets to see what they modeled. I think it's really interesting to see what modeling choices they make and what they choose to add. Yeah, let's not run into that guy. And there is really a windmill farm in this valley, so that's accurate. 70. Thank you. Oh, I'm sure you do. What do you have? 3,700 hours in the game or something like that? I forget. I thought you had 3,700 hours in one game. Oh, I don't expect them to ever rework every last little detail in the West for my satisfaction. I mean, it's like, I just like noticing what's there in real life. I think people, I guess if you haven't been there, maybe it doesn't mean much, but it's always interesting for me to visit places that I've been in real life and make the comparison. Okay, what am I going to do with my time here? Am I going to take us into daytime driving again? I think we'll go through a little more of this. Let me just look at something real quick here. What am I looking at? It is... Here, this is what I want. So 63 hours to do... Okay, I got a 3-to-1 ratio now. 63 hours to 21 hours of driving. So I got a little bit of leeway. What am I going to do here? And it's 8:45 p.m. I'm going to drive a little bit because we're going to be going away from the sun here. So we should actually get some nice lighting. But it'll be dark soon enough. Wow, 2905 there and 5600 there. Wow, that's amazing. Well, they say it takes 10,000 hours to be an expert in something, so keep going there. You got a few thousand more hours to put in, you hit your 10,000. Yikes, I can try to avoid hitting people. Oops, that was kind of bad. Hit the brakes a little too hard for being on the highway. I think I had highway hypnosis there. Oh, my lights aren't on at all? That's a good point. Hello. Ah, that's funny. I would have got hit for that at some point. No wonder it's so dark in the game. That's better. It's a new truck. That's my excuse. I'm surprised I didn't get a headlight violation before this. Don't think about headlight violations all the time in this game? Now where are we? We're coming up on Delta, I assume that is off in the distance? Yeah, we're still well into Highway 6 territory. Oh, we're coming up to the state line here, huh? Are they going to have the state line here? I think that's right. I think they modeled the state line here. This is a fun little place to stop. There's a little casino and bar in there. I stopped there one time, was chatting with the bartender a little bit. Yep, there it is. Let's look at something here. So let's see, what does this actually do? Not much. It's actually the time slider that makes the difference. And get off of that fog. Well, that's a nice one. That's nice enough. Okay, cool. Oh, yikes. What did I just do? Okay, I just shifted from light to dark. Took me a little bit to adjust. Hey, Sam, what's going on? How you doing today? Thanks for coming in, man. I never stream on Sundays, but I felt like playing for an hour here. So I'm currently out in the middle of Utah. We just passed the state line. And I'm about to forward the game to daytime here. I'm maybe waiting till it's 10 o'clock. And you know what I need to do? I need to get some water here. I don't have water right here. Let me just get up to the top of this little hill, and then I'm going to pause. Let me get my map back. There we go. We're on Highway 6. We're heading east into Delta, Utah. I drove without my headlights on for the whole game. Didn't realize it till one of my viewers pointed it out. I was having trouble seeing, and he's like, turn your headlights on. Sidney, Nebraska. Never been there. All right, let me just pause here for a minute. Give me just a minute. I'll be right back. So fast, I'm not even going to put up my I'll be right back. So give me just a minute, and I'll be right back. You know what, guys? I just realized, looking at the time, I think I better get back to work. I got something I got to crank out today. So yeah, I'm gonna just wrap up right here. We'll start up here in the lonely part of Highway 6 out west of Delta. Let me see if they show Delta on the map. Let's take a look here. No, they really don't show any. They show something here. Maybe that's Delta. That could be Delta because that's pretty close to where we cut. Although that should be Lindale if that's where you cut down over here to Nephi, I think. I forget what this is down here. It's not Nephi. It's too far south to be Nephi. I'm not sure. Anyways, yeah, I'm going to I would say this afternoon, but let me just see how busy I stay here with the school stuff. I got to crank something out before the end of the night, and I'm having trouble setting up my environment to crank it out, which is pissing me off. So it's not making me mad, really, but it's just annoying me. So let me see if I can solve that, and then I might have some time. How late are you going to be up? A couple more hours? Or what is it now, 2 o'clock? So it must be like 10 o'clock there or something. So you'll be up a little bit later. I might hit you up on Discord in a little bit, but I got to work on something for a couple hours here. So I'm going to wrap up the stream here. I appreciate people watching. Yeah, it's been fun. I just don't normally play games or stream on Sundays. I mean, I don't have anything against it. I just don't usually do. I'm usually busy with other stuff. And I got, actually, now that I think about it, I got to fix that. And then I got to write up an article. And so I probably, okay, to 2 a.m. Yeah, okay, cool. So it's 21:04 now. Wow. 9. So you're, okay, 7 hours ahead of me. Yeah. Yeah, well, I'll see. I mean, hopefully within 2 or 3 hours, I'll be done with what I'm doing. I'll hit you up. So yeah, if not, just don't wake up for Discord. All right, everybody, have a great day. Thanks everybody for watching. I appreciate it. What do I have? I got a couple of viewers over on YouTube, and I got somebody on Twitch here, a couple of viewers, Joshua, and I don't see anybody else chatting. So if I missed your chat, I'm sorry.